A cancer in our society. That's how a judge described the hate that drove a man to burn down the Victoria Islamic Center in Texas in 2017. Mark Vincent Perez was sentenced to 24 years in prison for committing a hate crime and arson. His Facebook posts spewed prejudice against Muslims, and a witness described him jumping up and down like a little kid upon seeing the mosque in flames.
Our dream, our home was burned at the front of our eyes.
The FBI says it received reports of more than 7,000 hate crimes in the U.S. last year. That's a 17% jump from the year before. 60% of the crimes are motivated by bias against race or ethnicity, 21% religion, and 16% sexual orientation.
This is frankly the third year in a row that we've seen a rise in the number of these hate crimes.
Civil rights groups say the rise in hate crimes can be linked to President Donald Trump's xenophobic rhetoric. He launched his presidential campaign in 2015 by demonizing Mexican immigrants.
They're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
6 months into his presidency, white supremacists gathered in Charlottesville, Virginia, partly to celebrate Trump's win, and killed a counter-protester. The president denounced violence on both sides.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
I put a lot of this at the feet of President Trump. We know that some of these hate crimes were actually committed in his name. In other words, the perpetrators used language and ideas that they took from things that Donald Trump has said, where he's demonized vulnerable populations.
And in the last month, after Trump said at political rallies he was proud to be a nationalist, violence around the country escalated to a new fervor. A man professing to be a Trump supporter sent a dozen pipe bombs to the president's political critics. And in Pittsburgh, a man claiming he wanted all Jews to die killed 11 people at a synagogue. Hundreds of locals protested when Trump visited to offer condolences. But the fear is there will be more hate as the president continues to sow division across the country. The FBI says it is aggressively prosecuting hate crimes as a deterrent. But experts say perhaps most effective of all would be changing the tune of the White House. Heidi, Zhou-Castro, Al Jazeera, Washington.